welcome or welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Shelly and I'm back with another video. Remember to like, share, comment and subscribe for the vibes. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am coming today to bring you some curry chicken. Yes, so we will be attempting the Jamaican curry chicken. So this meal was suggested by All Things Key Nicole. She is a YouTuber here on YouTube, so definitely go ahead and check out her channel. The last meal we did was the Jamaican oxtail, and that meal was suggested by Naima Bennett. She's also a YouTuber. Check her channel out as well. The next meal we're going to do in the near future, because we did oxtail already, is barbecued oxtail. And that meal I saw Sweet Juicy at Leisure Life. She is a YouTuber on YouTube. She was eating barbecued oxtail. I was like, barbecued oxtail, I never had that. I want to try that. I love everything barbecue, all things barbecue. But anyways, let's get back to today's video. So I'm not Jamaican, I am Haitian, but I grew up eating a lot of curry chicken. I grew up eating a lot of a lot of Jamaican dishes. And I know Jamaican independence was yesterday, I think it was yesterday. I think their independence is in August. Happy Independence, Jamaica. And I just pray that the Lord continues to keep your country, and your country is beautiful. The people is beautiful. I have a lot of Jamaican friends and I love the culture. I love everything about them, to be honest. They're very nice people. There's so much that I can say about Jamaica. The landscape, let's talk about the country itself. Beautiful. I love mountains. I love everything green. So you know, and the rivers that they have, so pretty. But anyways, y'all, wagwan midday, not nagwan. So every time I speak, people always ask me, are you from Jamaica? I be like, no, but you never know. But I'm not from Jamaica. I'm from you know, I'm Haitian. So we're gonna get into this meal. We will be doing some curry chicken. Let me get the curry chicken without it being prepared so you can see how it looks, because I prepared it last night with you guys. You would have seen that in this video where we was cleaning the meats. I cleaned some chicken gizzard. I cleaned the meat for the curry chicken, and I also cleaned some chicken wings as well. So I did put it at the bottom of the fridge just so it didn't get too frozen. One of my videos just went live. We are in the month of August. Today is August 7th. So you will be seeing this video sometime this week, but not on August 7th. But I just wanted to say that in this video, because you know this is a video diary. I love my YouTube family, y'all, and I love you guys for the support, and I love you for sticking it out with me. Definitely go ahead and subscribe. If you love my videos, you love me, if you love my personality, whatever it is that draw you to me, just give this video a like, please, 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 and thank you. What it does when you like my video, it lets YouTube and the algorithm know to keep on pushing her. We want to see her more, so keep on pushing her videos out. So anyways, y'all, let's get into this cooking. So the first thing we're going to do is put some water in here. We will be cooking some rice. I am watching my video in the background, so I'm going to turn it down just so you guys can hear me. Okay, so let me just turn you around a little. So the first thing I like to do when it comes to my rice, if I'm cooking it depends on the amount of rice that I'm cooking. If I'm cooking something small, I don't want to cook it in a big pot and expand it on anything. So I just like to keep it nice, small and cute. So when you're cooking rice, you want to put more water than the actual rice, just so that the rice can be soaked up in the water. So let me show you guys. So this is like half, so I filled it up to half. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put some salt. You can put a generous amount of salt, okay? And then I'm going to add, I'm using olive oil. You can use any type of oil that you want to use. I don't do so when it comes to me, I don't know the correct measurements because I don't use a measuring cup. I just allow the ancestors to tell me to stop. So I'm using this organic butter. This is the first time I'm using this butter, but you can use whatever butter you prefer. Okay, so all of it is stuck together, and this is how it looks. It has 4 in the pack. So I'm gonna put this back in the fridge. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, I was gonna cut the butter. I'll just turn on the stove. So I'm using the front burner here. I just wet this a little bit because, you know, I don't like when it looks so crusty. So that's why I just wet the burner so it can look a little bit, you know, clean and pristine and stuff like that. So this is me, y'all, in the background, Shelly Innovative Hands. If this is your first time here on my channel, we do fashion, beauty, lifestyle. We are into fitness. I was 210 pounds. Now I am 145 pounds. I did go down to 125 pounds. A few days ago, I was 175 pounds. So my weight is still fluctuating. I don't have a set weight at the moment, but I love how I feel. I love how I look. And most importantly, we're just doing this thing and trying to figure it out as we go. Okay? So now, as you can see that the the water is in. We're going to cover this up just to help it to boil a little bit quicker. I do have the stove on high for now. So now let's go on to the next thing. We're gonna go ahead and prep our veggies so that when we start cooking, we can just put them in there. stir it up for like 10 minutes, just so that it can do everything it has to do on its own. We're gonna go over to the rice, and then we're gonna get the rice started, okay? So I do wash my rice. I just go like this, and I just massage the rice. Just make sure it gets a good little cleaning. And you can clean out your rice 2-3 times. Look at the curry. I should have used gloves. Oh. But anyways, child, my pots be doing the willy bumps. Ooh, y'all be careful, because this is very hot. And I am using jasmine rice. Try your best not to get the rice on the stove. And all I'm doing is just picking up the rice from the bottom of this bowl, and I'm putting the rice inside of the pot. So as soon as you put your rice in, you want to go ahead and give it a stir, mainly because the rice starts to get clumped up and it starts to stick together, and you don't want your rice to stick together. So even if it has already started to stick together, just go ahead and press it to the sides of, see like how that has a little clump right there. Just go ahead and press it on the side of your pot, and that's gonna help it to loosen up a little bit. And once you then give it that stir, you can taste your water to see if you need any salt, you need any more oil, butter. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some butter in. I did put a little piece already, so this is for the camera purposes. So I like to put a generous amount of butter, just because I know that the butter makes it better. So I just go ahead and mix that in. I give it a good stir. Obviously it's going to go down by itself, but can you guys just see this rice? You know this is gonna be perfection, right? And this is my first time cooking jasmine rice. I didn't grow up eating jasmine rice, mainly because it has like this perfume scent to it, and I just couldn't stomach it. But I love this one because it doesn't have that jasmine scent. If you know what if you eat jasmine rice, then you know what I'm talking about. This one does not have a scent. This one is really good. So I'm gonna stir it one last time, and then I'm gonna put a paper bag on there. You could put foil paper as well, and then we're gonna just let it. Once there isn't much water on top of it, then we know that it's ready to be covered. This is how you can find out if your rice is enough. Once it stands up straight, then you know that the water and the rice is enough. You have the correct amount for equal parts. Okay. Oh, one last thing I wanted to say. Once you see your water start to go down, like it started to look like this, start turning your pot down to at least 2 or 3, so that it doesn't burn, because you don't want your rice to burn, and you don't want it to you want it to cook evenly. Okay, if you look in the pot, you can see at the bottom of the pot is like burnt, so that's good. That's called browning the curry. Okay, so we're gonna add some water. I did boil hot water already, so I'm gonna pour hot water in here. And now I'm just gonna let this water turn into gravy. I'm gonna add a little bit of seasoning. I'm gonna add my potatoes, and then I'm gonna add my veggies, and I'm gonna show you guys the finished result. So these are the seasonings I'm gonna put in there. I do have a gold pepper in here. Now this, I don't know if they put pepper in their own, but I love pepper and I love pepper in my food. But the fact that it isn't burst, so the food wouldn't be spicy because this isn't burst. It's just in there for flavor. Okay? Oh, and another thing I'm gonna do. It doesn't need any more help from me. So what do? I just cover it up and just allow it to simmer, allow it to cook for at least 10 to 15 minutes, and then I'll add all of the other veggies and we're good to go. I'm gonna make me some cabbage just so we can have cabbage on the side, and also I'm gonna fry some plantain.
So now, she's like, I help you, and I was like, okay, well I guess this grandma can take care of 11, I can get 2 more. I did, they already graduated. She couldn't beat anybody, even to this day.
The family reunion, God, in the name of Jesus. And God, I pray that over everyone that's under the sound of my voice. Help us, God, to be the who we are, God. Help us, God, to keep you first, to live there, God, with our whole heart, mind, soul, and strength, God. Breathe upon us, God, that your love, God, is saturate our hearts and minds, God, that we can be more like you every single day. And God, we pray, God, for this food, God, that we're about to receive in the family reunion. Thank you, God, for giving us, God. Let's take them all the way to our author and finish their lives. Keep you working in lives, God, without forever. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Thank God. Amen.
Okay, so the food is ready. I did some. Okay.